Hello there and welcome to another exciting game from the FIDE World Cup, the first round. And I found another funky little game. So this was played between Sebastien Bogner from Switzerland and, well, the gentleman's first name, well, it's P. Iniyan from India, who doesn't have a picture of himself here, indicating that he's not that well known. But he did win the first game against his higher rated grandmaster, Sebastien Bogner. So Bogner needs to win with the white pieces, so that's the premise of the game. And again, if he wins, they play a tiebreak tomorrow. Let's see what happened. So Bogner with the white pieces opened up pawn to e4. We had the Ruy Lopez, bishop to b5, a6, bishop to a4, and black went here for d6, which I believe is called the Steinitz. Maybe it's before a6 or after Steinitz or delayed Steinitz. In any case, black usually plays like this, bishop d7, and often opts to fianchetto his bishop over here. White struck in the center with d4, bishop d7, trying to keep things under control, and now he took with the knight. Now white did not want to well, spend this much time on the bishop just to trade it off, so he played bishop b3, and also it's a more active diagonal. Bishop to g4. We have a pin now on the knight, and knight b to d2. Now this position had been reached one time before, and I believe the move there was knight e7, if my memory doesn't fail me. But Iniyan, he played a novelty here. He played bishop to h6, and this puts a lot of pressure on the pinned piece. We have two pieces attacking it, and now we're trying to undermine the knight, who is defending f3. So if white is not careful, black's going to take on d2, take on f3, bishop h3, and you know, the pieces might be incoming in some way or the other. But here Bogner went for an amazing continuation. He took on e5. And when I first saw this, I was like, what? It's not Legalsmate, is it? Nope, not at all. First of all, the knight is on d2 and not c3. And second of all, the f8 square is available. So if you're not familiar with Legalsmate, do check out the pattern recognition video I made on that. A very well-known trap. We'll leave it in the card and the description. But here, yeah, black took the queen, why not? And knight takes f7, so hitting black's queen, and then rook takes d1. So let's take stock. We have two pieces and the pawn for the queen. So we have this one, and this one basically for the queen. Which is not enough. It's 7 for 9. But the king is stuck in the center because he can't castle. This place, this d8 square is taken by the knight. So there is some compensation. Black played bishop to f4, and white decided, okay, I want to attack the king and open things up, and he played e5. Bishop takes e5 and knight e4, hitting the queen and activating some pieces. And here we had a funny situation. Black played queen h4, knight g3, and then repeated moves. Now, since Iniyan won the first game, white can't play knight e4 here because it would be a draw. So white had to find another way to play on, and he played c3. Queen g7, the knight came back. h6, and now rook e1. And this is where white misses a great opportunity. He plays rook e1, which looks like a logical move, you know, setting the rook up against the king here. But on the other hand, he had such a great move. He could have played f4, hitting the bishop. Where does the bishop go? Now, if we get to take on e5, we've got three pieces for the queen, tremendously active pieces. We're going to be better. But here, f4 is super strong because on bishop f6, we can take on h8. And the tactics work in our favor. Black has to castle, and the knight comes back into the game. If we take the knight, the bishop takes g8. And now we're getting enough material for the queen. Queen can't take because knight takes f6 comes with check. So this would be tremendous for white. He didn't see this and played rook e1. The game continued, 97, and now f4. But now it's too late because we don't have takes, and take on g8. Black is about to be out of the woods. White continues to try to press f5, but now king to d7, bishop e6, and the king is actually safe because we actually don't have any pieces that can threaten him here. There are no knights and the bishop is too close to threaten the king. So now we have trades and we can again take stock, and we see that white only has a rook and a bishop for the queen. That's 8 points for 9. It's not enough if black is able to organize his pieces, and it looks like he's doing it here. Now he gets the knight in and the rook into the game. 93, rook f5, and now rook e1. Nice move. We can't take the queen because of the mate, and if you take the rook on e1, we take the rook on f5. Bishop d5, king here, and some checks. Unfortunately, it's not going to be mate because we can't activate this rook on account of it being pinned to the king. We can make a perpetual here, but of course white needs to win. So he needs to find some way to continue, and he went with bishop takes b7, but black found an absolute killer blow here, queen b5. Well, killer blow for white's hopes because he had to repeat moves here with rook f8, king e7, rook f7, etc. and the draw was agreed. Now, the reason he couldn't do anything is, well, let's try to find the killer blow here. If something like bishop to e4, what do we do? Well, there's knight f2, opening up a lot of pressure on the f1 rook. If king g1, then either rook or queen takes f1. Bishop takes f2, then queen takes f1, followed by queen takes g1 mate. And if rook takes f2, we are going to take with the rook. And this is just too much material. So, Iniyan advances. Well done indeed by him, and fun game. Cool queen sacrifice. Unfortunately, it didn't work. He missed his chance to play his lovely f4 move, which would have probably, put him forward to the tiebreaks, where I guess he would have been the favorite, the reigning favorite, but such is life, you know, these 2K matches, anything can happen, and unfortunately for Bogner, this time around it did not work out, but maybe next time, who knows. Anyway, see you soon, bye bye.